Yo, welcome back. We're out here again. 3 days on a run. Hogwarts didn't think I was going to make it today because my internet had a mare when I was trying to download an update for the game. But we move, we go.
What are you up to now?
Speaking of which, I'm probably going to do this actual mission. Oh no, that's the Hogmeads map. Hogwarts map. There we go. Okay, I can travel to that. Let's go. Probably going to be another 2-hour stream tonight. Only because I've been editing throughout the day. I've just uploaded VODs for now. With minimal editing, but I'm working on an FM save, Football Manager. If anyone wants to watch that, that'll probably be on my YouTube channel. Soon. Soon come.
Levioso! Accio!
Where's that meant to go?
Levioso!
Okay. Oh, there's loads up here.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased.
I hate that woman. Constantly flexing. Bro's a god. Scope knows about the book you found. Is it missing something? Scrub does not believe it is safe to speak out in the open. It's the bridge. Move the safe rocks ticket. Okay.
Scrope?
The way we came.
Who is Scrope?
Man like Scrope. The Ben?
Levioso! Protego! Levioso!
Got a feeling it's got something to do with these rocks.
Levioso!
These rocks? Boxes even. Come on.
Off on another adventure, are we?
Levioso! Incendio! Accio!
Is that it there?
Levioso!
Okay, figured it out. Almost there. Head for the pumpkins. The pumpkins. Just down from the stone circle. Look inside one of them. You may be able to help the poor broken that scroll.
Pumpkins?
Right.
Ah, I think I know just the place.
You need a broom. This is Hagrid's old place, isn't it? I remember he used to live amongst like pumpkins. Doesn't it sound weird when I say that? Pumpkins?
Incendio!
Pumpkins. There we go. The young Slytherin must be exceptionally curious by now. Meets the grove at the water's edge by broken logs.
Down to the water's edge.
Alright.
This had better not be a trick.
I gotta set someone on fire. Okay, I've done this one. I've been in there. Game looks so good.
Thank you for coming all this way. The name's Scrope. Scrope serves the headmaster. Been in the Black family for years. Apologies for the abundance of notes. Scrope wanted to be sure you weren't followed.
What's this all about? Your notes mentioned the book I found in the restricted section.
Scrope can tell you more in exchange for your help, but no one, especially the headmaster, can know.
Happy to help, especially if you can shed light on the book.
Scrope is grateful. Scrope's late mistress, Apollonia Black, may she rest in peace, was a student at Hogwarts over 50 years ago. Before she died, she spoke with passion of pages ripped from a book. Scrope suspects she took them to her private grotto. She was delirious at the end, poor thing. Mistook belladonna for elderberries. Scrope tried to warn her.
I'm sorry to hear that. But how do you benefit if I find the pages?
Scrope believes that a treasured Black family ring is also in the grotto. Scrope wishes to give it to the headmaster. Apollonia forbade Scrope from entering the grotto long ago. Scrope continues to honour her wishes. Scrope would not dare ask a student for help, but when Scrope learned you were looking for those pages, Scrope thought you might also find the ring.
How did you know that I'd found a book and that it's missing pages?
Scrope and the other house elves are good at staying out of sight. Scrope hears and sees many things in the castle.
He's a spy. Don't trust him.
Scrope knows how to keep secrets.
Oh, shit.
Tell me more about this treasured ring.
Oh, it's adorned with the Black family crest. The headmaster would be pleased with Scrope for returning it.
How did you injure your ear?
The Blacks have a tradition of decapitating their house elves when their service is no longer required.
What the
One
fuck?
day, dear Apollonia was understandably frustrated with Scrope and got a bit too eager with a cleaver. Scrope was able to convince the sweet girl of his value and now views this small injury as a reminder of her good heart.
It seems this may help us both. I shall do it.
Scrope is relieved. Scrope hoped the young Slytherin would be willing to help. Take this toast to the grotto just down the coast and place it on the pedestal there. Good luck. Scrope will wait right here for you. Best of luck finding your pages.
Yeah, mate. Let's go.
Protego! Accio. Incendio!
I need to get better at, like, making sure my hands are in the right place. I think it's best to just kill them right.
Incendio!
How do I use my potions? How do I use my potion? Right, okay, let me just Google how to use potion. PC. Bruh. Bro, how do I use this? Potions. Anyone in chat can tell me. Oh, okay, is it just tab? No, it's not right. How do I use the potions? Okay, it's naturally going back up, that's all.
Revelio.
Okay, it went up on its own, but I really need to learn that.
Why would I need a piece of toast? I suppose that's where it goes.
Strong ass though.
A map. It doesn't appear to be connected to the missing pages. Best hang on to it for now.
Could it be? A visitor? Oh! Ah! Ooh! Ah! The name's Richard Jackdaw. I was a student, just like you, about a century ago. How in the world did you find this place?
A house elf named Scrope sent me. Said I might find a black family ring here.
Ah. Sorry to say, I sold the ring a long time ago. Poor Scrope. Still holds a candle for Apollonia, I reckon. Can't say I blame him. I stole all these treasures just to impress her. Alas, 'twas to no avail.
Simp.
I thought a secret map I pilfered from Peeves would pique her interest. But she simply rolled her eyes. What would I want with yellowed old pages torn from a book? Not my finest moment.
I'd like to have those pages if you don't mind.
They're not here. I thought if Apollonia wasn't interested in the map on the pages, perhaps it would lead to something that would intrigue her. So, I followed the map to what I can only describe as an enchanted cave of some kind. And you see what happened next? Here's an idea. Why don't you meet me at the edge of the Forbidden Forest, and I'll show you where to find the pages?
Why did I need the toast to get in here?
Oh, that was Apollonia's idea. Seems some squids love toast. They should have taught you that at Hogwarts.
How is it possible to steal from Peeves, a poltergeist?
I didn't steal the pages from his ghostly form. I merely found them in his wake of destruction. He has a penchant for wrecking things. Books, bottles, suits of armor, whatever's sure to
seen that
cause
last
the most
episode, right?
chaos. He dropped them after a particularly aggressive romp through the library.
I think I could guess how you died, but who did it to you?
I was having a look around when I suddenly sensed a refreshing breeze. After that, I felt, well, lightheaded. That's all I remember. Hence, if you do visit the cave, be prepared. I can't tell you what for specifically, but you seem a perceptive sort.
I am
Beware
that
a
boy.
light breeze.
I suppose if that's the only way for me to get those pages, I'll meet you at the forest.
I'm sure the pages are still tucked in my waistcoat. If you don't mind the sight of a, well, my decapitated skeleton, they're yours for the taking.
Revelio!
Looks so cool swimming out then. I'm not sure if I do or I don't trust the elf and the ghost. Weird vibes from both. But then again, like Dobby ended up being really good, didn't he? And he wasn't like, didn't look the most trustworthy.
Hello, Scrope. Thanks to you, I was able to enter Apollonia's grotto. The toast was the key.
Looks like a
I
poorly
met the
shaven
ghost
nutsack.
there, Richard Jackdaw, who's agreed to lead me to the pages I've been looking for.
Phew, that boy was never good enough for Apollonia. Oh, what of the Black family ring?
I'm sorry to say that Jackdaw sold it long ago.
Sad news indeed. Scrope shall need to think of another way to impress the headmaster. Well, Scrope takes some consolation in knowing that the young Slytherin found what they needed.
Thanks,
I
Scrope.
did. Thank you again, Scrope. You're a credit to House Elves.
He does look like a poorly shaven nutsack though, doesn't he? I don't think that's out of pocket. Kind of cool that like, you know, they make you learn stuff before you can go on the missions. I do think that's actually quite a good feature, rather than just, you know, like structuring the storyline. I think I'd rather be told. Don't really know what I'm supposed to be doing now because I could only see the actual mission on my map, which obviously it was saying I couldn't do yet.
I was going to try out for the Quidditch team this year.
Imelda Razor felt her weight.
Okay, so what can I do? How do I land there? Quest, we'll check quests. Okay, so we can't do that yet. That one. Okay, so we've tracked it. need to get into the habit of clicking the right things. It'll become second nature once I play it for longer. I might stream earlier tomorrow and just try and play it for like 6 hours.
I've always said
And again, that means I've
travel
got to edit.
broadens the mind.
You basically give kids like the most powerful weapons in the world, just want to shoot at each other and try and block stuff.
I hope you were able to take care of everything I had asked you to do.
Professor, I completed all of your most recent assignments.
Well done. Then you're ready to learn Expelliarmus. Pay close attention. The disarming charm may often be all you need to defeat the most powerful dark witches and wizards you might encounter. Spellcasting requires a focused mind and a steady wand. Good work. The dummy is here if you wish to stay.
Expelliarmus!
You seem to have the right end of the stick, but keep...
Incendio!
Expelliarmus may save your life.
Levioso! Accio! Expelliarmus!
Still at it, I see.
Takes forever to like.
Expelliarmus!
I don't know. It doesn't look like it does much damage.
What are you up to now?
Maybe I should do some of the side quests before I basically go too far and they all just become really easy. Let's go and find Lucan and battle some more kids.
Ah, a rhinoceros skeleton. I'm on the right track. Expelliarmus!
Thank the absolute beast.
Future champion coming through.
He knows that.
Hello, Lucan. I'd like to practice with the training dummy.
Excellent idea. This time will be a bit more of a challenge. Ready?
That'd be brilliant.
Wonderful. I'll set things up. Remember to cast all the spell combinations before the dummy lands again. If you need to stop practicing before you finish all of them, let me know.
Accio! Incendio! Levioso!
Nicely done.
Quiet.
Levioso!
1, 2, 3.
Accio! Accio. Incendio.
That's it.
We take those, we take those.
Accio. Incendio. Levioso. Accio. Incendio.
Excellent fall. Impressive wand work. I'd hate to face you in a duel.
Thanks, Lucan. You've been a great help.
Oh, stop. Don't make me blush.
I'll have to
Seriously,
twat Lucan.
well done. Training dummies will think twice before challenging you again. Plus, you'll be
Not
even
free.
more formidable in crossed wands. Other duelists had better beware.
Hello, Lucan. Is the final round of cross wands ready?
Big match today. It all comes down to this. The moment that we find out if your training and dedication is enough to win it all. Ready for a shot at glory?
I certainly am.
Brilliant. Are you dealing with a partner?
Yes, Sebastian.
Then let's get started.
Slytherin on top.
We can make this a real victory.
That's the spirit.
3 Gryffindors and a Hufflepuff. Easy claps.
Incendio. Levioso. Accio.
Don't shy away now.
Expelliarmus. Protego. Incendio. That's all you've got.
Protego.
There goes Revelio. Accio.
Give them all 4. Confringo.
You're better than that!
Protego.
Come on.
Yeah, I haven't used that.
Expelliarmus.
Expelliarmus does 55.
Incendio.
Probably not really as good for like the amount of time it takes to recharge. I still didn't take a hit, so. Now I've just killed 4 kids. Let's go.
What a victory! You've won the tournament!
I'm just pleased to have done as well as I did.
And we're pleased to have such a gracious champion. Now, to the victor goes the prize!
And Bill.
And so it is my great honor to present you with this simple yet elegant token of supreme dueling accomplishment.
Thank you. It's been an honor.
You earned it. You are a duelist to be reckoned with. Now
I
that
did
we've
smash her too.
definitively crowned the tournament winner, I suppose I should get back to my schoolwork. Wonder how my herbology plants are doing. I haven't tended them in ages.
Let's have a look at the gear. Still don't know better eyewear. That just looks nicer. Arthur was the nerdy like Hufflepuff kid, right? That would have been hella useful earlier, but whatever.
It was an accident. You made your point.
Whee!
He's a bell.
Here I've come from the toilet bowl where she said I could swim, did you praxia mole?
Off on another adventure, are we?
Don't watch that. I can't fuck all that.
Ah! Let us keep our heads about it.
Hang on. 1 second. Okay, we should be good now. Oh, okay, so this is the forbidden area.
Protego!
Okay, so Lumos is the one that I thought was useless.
Lumos. That spot must be a clue. I should look around in case it's nearby.
Do you suppose Black's children have come from?
Okay, so like a big statue. Looks like it's...
Thank goodness for the scowl.
Expelliarmus! Accio!
Hog. Easy claps.
This
Okay.
looks like the location from the painting.
This is it?
What could be so special about it?
Okay, so...
Protego! Lumos! Let's get you back to your frame, little moth. The moth stopped. Perhaps I need to keep casting Lumos on it. Lumos!
I prefer the three broom.
I knew there was a connection. I should tell Lenora that I solved the puzzle of that empty frame.
Level 10. Okay, we'll rank it up, good. You're literally just watching me do it.
Lenora! I solved the mystery of that painting.
You did? How?
I found the location depicted in the painting, and then I cast Lumos to guide a moth back to the frame.
All very logical, I suppose. Pity I was so close to solving it. You have a knack for solving riddles. Natty's good at that too. So is Amit, although he does tend to over-explain. Well, I'm glad someone figured it out.
The moth.
Any more quests? I don't want like the open world one because they could just take a while. Right, okay, we're just gonna do the actual quest.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flu powder.
Still not great now, to be honest. Right, okay, what's this up here? How do I kill it? Oh, we need to change that back. Not that. What was it? This.
Levioso! Expelliarmus! Accio! Levioso! Incendio! Protego!
Is it up? think, you know, you'd have people out here, like, you know, making sure shit was safe, so, like, kids didn't get killed, but each their own, I guess. It's gotta be nighttime.
Here I am, as good as my word.
We meet again, Richard Jackdaw.
I suppose I shouldn't be surprised to see you. It took the cunning of a Slytherin to track down these pages.
Well said. Now where do we go from here?
Follow me. I shall lead you as far as I can, but I fear I may remain a tad reluctant to revisit the scene of my demise. Keep your eyes open for a bird bath. When you find it, say intramuros. I think it's Latin. Or Greek. As you can imagine, I never
Sounds
paid
Latin.
much attention in school. Shall we?
Aside from the bird bath, anything else I should look for?
Indeed. A few landmarks. A stone bridge, a waterfall, and, if I recall, a lake. You'll see.
You've been very helpful. Thank you.
Surprising how much of this is, rather unfortunately, coming back to me. Yes. You know, the closer we get, the more I'm remembering. Probably best I leave you to it. Simply stick to the path and keep a sharp eye out for that bird bath. Adieu.
Nothing to do now but keep going. The waterfall. For a thief, Jackdaw's surprisingly as good as his word.
That looks sick.
Something oddly solemn about this place. Such regal creatures, stags. There it is. Just as Jackdaw described.
Bird bath.
Intramuros.
I bet. Come on then.
Aren't you a little far from home?
Ranrock knew you'd eventually lead us to whatever it is you're hiding.
Suck your mum.
Stop it!
That was unimpressive. And how can he get accustomed to that? You wandered away with. Are you quite finished?
No risk those loyalists will report back to Ranrock now.
Yeah, 'cause I killed them
See where
dead.
Jackdaw has left
Killed them
you.
all. I've got a feeling I'm gonna fight a big spider.
I wonder how big this place is. Impressive. That must be where all this leads. Someone didn't want casual visitors down here. I wonder if any of my spells will help me through this.
Oh, it's apple fire. Right, bet.
Potato! Expelliarmus! Incendio!
Oh, shit.
Accio! Incendio! Levioso! Expelliarmus! Incendio! Expelliarmus! Accio!
Where's he crouched? Okay, you should crouch because I'm gonna do that.
Expelliarmus! Accio! Incendio! Incendio! Expelliarmus! Accio! Expelliarmus! Incendio!
And the other one got
Potato!
fire off.
Accio! Expelliarmus! Accio!
That's okay, we're just gonna go through now.
Leviosa! I'm not gonna touch those. Ugh. Expelliarmus!
Bring them to me. Brought them to me so they couldn't gang up on me. Fight them one at a time. Oh, Quidditch keep. Nice. I feel as though it matches the vibe a bit more, like, you know, because he is Slytherin and stuff like that, so. Also, like, you know, he's better because for, like, defense and stuff, so. Where do we go then? I just missed the way down. This way? Okay, to be fair, I didn't even look this side.
Expelliarmus! Incendio! Leviosa! Platform able to float straight to me. Accio! Expelliarmus!
Right, hold up.
Accio! An untouched chest. Jackdaw wasn't very thorough.
Okay, we can't even use the Quidditch cape yet.
This cave. Accio.
Holy shit.
Protego. Expelliarmus. Incendio. Not a headless skeleton in sight. But I may as well help myself to this.
Honestly, I'm not sure if it looked like it, but I shit myself then. I think I didn't have enough time to react to like jump. My body was just like, you've got to deal with this now. No time for like being a pussy.
Protego. Expelliarmus. Incendio. So dry.
I don't think I've got that spell that it's asking me to use. I just gotta give this the old blue arrow. Money. Okay, well that's a bit of a game. It's a bit of an error. You're gonna be able to jump into that.
That's odd. I'd have thought Jackdaw would have been interested in this loot, but there's no sign of him. It's a good thing Jackdaw didn't fall down there. Accio. Expelliarmus. Accio. Incendio. An untouched chest. Jackdaw wasn't very far in search of this cave. Protego. Expelliarmus! Incendio!
Oh. What was that?
Expelliarmus! Incendio! Expelliarmus!
I like this mission. It feels like this has been one of the better missions. I know it's only early. I only played like, what, 3-4 hours?
Accio!
Why does it sound like it's saying shit?
Expelliarmus! Expelliarmus! Levioso! Accio! I'm glad Richard Jackdaw left a little something behind for me, but where could he be? Accio! Expelliarmus! Accio!
Is the way I come from?
There it is. The bridge, it's almost complete. More spiders. These can't be more bad. Jack. Expelliarmus!
It's a big bitch.
Levioso! Incendio. Protego. Incendio. Levioso. Expelliarmus. Levioso. Farewell, monster. I can only imagine how these spiders have multiplied since Jackdaw came this way. I need to look around for the symbol. That's odd. I'd have thought Jackdaw would have been interested in this loot, but there's no sign of him.
Bro, them monsters were like a lot easier than I thought they were gonna be. Maybe I should up the difficulty? I don't know, but it'll probably get hard towards the end.
I must be getting closer to Jackdaw's remains and those pages. We meet again, Richard Jackdaw. Thank you for keeping these pages safe all these years. Here it is, the map that brought your doom, Jackdaw. Is there something beyond this room?
Big bitches.
Expelliarmus!
Okay, well, I didn't mind.
Protego! Levioso! Incendio! Expelliarmus! Levioso! Protego!
God damn.
Levioso! Protego!
That's a really big guy. Can I lift
Levioso!
him?
Expelliarmus! Incendio! Accio! Expelliarmus!
Always the spell.
Levioso! Expelliarmus!
I think I really like the idea of when I'm fighting multiple people just to lift one up
What?
whilst fighting the rest.
Unnerving. What's happening? I've seen this before. In Gringotts and the restricted section. Where am I? Oh no, the room's starting to flood. How am I being protected? What sort of magic is this?
I'm gonna have to air in there soon.
I can only hope this magic protects me until I'm able to make my way out of here. What is this place?
Can it be?
We'll go on.
It's you.
Has someone finally found our map chamber?
I recognize you from the Pensives. You're Professor Rackham.
I am indeed. I must confess that I am surprised to see someone so young standing before me.
I've
I'm
got
the
it
same
like
age that you and Isadora Morganach were when you started at Hogwarts.
You've paid attention, and might I presume you share our ability?
To see traces of ancient magic? Yes, sir, I do.
As you have likely realized by now, our ability gives us a unique relationship with all forms of magic. We can access expressions of magic that few others can. Opportunities will arise that allow you to sharpen this rare talent. Do not squander them.
I won't, Professor. Thank you.
We have much to discuss. But first, a map found in a certain book led you here. Place the book on the pedestal.
I don't have the book with me, sir.
That is unfortunate. I'm afraid we must pause our conversation until you return with the book.
The statues and carvings in the house on the cliffside, those are of you. Are you a seer?
I am.
Did you know that I would be here?
I cannot say more at present, except to say that your presence here does not entirely surprise me.
I'm a bit confused, sir. Why is this room called the map chamber?
I assure you that all will be clear once the book has been placed on the pedestal.
Very well. I'll retrieve the book right away.
Good. We shall speak again once the book is in place.
Had to be done. I'm gonna go for that one as well. Oh wait, we have more points. We're nearly at level 11 as well, so we should get another point soon. Okay, now we've got to go all the way back out to bring a book all the way back here. Is it not going to make me go all the way? That's so sick. Yes. Well done. Well done. Well done, Warner Brothers. You have pleased me. Why is my face so red on the map?
Pages and the map chamber. Why would I need the book?
There we go. White balance was off.
I've always said.
I don't care.
I'm back at Hogwarts. I wonder when Professor Fig will be back. I did promise him I wouldn't neglect my studies while he was away. Suppose I have enough to distract myself with till he returns with a book.
You need to learn the pulso.
Oh. Then stupefy. Okay, so if I learn stupefy, how do I apply that?
Vanishing charm. Use.
Wait, what is stupefy?
Protego!
Adversaries away. Complete the required tasks and meet me in my classroom.
I think I might have just wasted points there because I'm not sure what it actually wants me to do. Go to flying class. This could be Pog. This could be like what we need. I'ma just wait. Just sit on the grass until morning.
Everybody grab a broom and we shall get started. Mr. Clopton, your attention, please.
Sorry, Madam Kagawa.
Everyone, please welcome a new student to our flying
Rip the
class.
fuck out.
The goal of today is to remind all of you how to maneuver on a broomstick safely, as broom flight is, first and foremost, a means of transportation.
This, I fear, some of you have forgotten.
Diving, rolling, and loop-the-loops will not be taught or in fact tolerated in this class. We'll leave that to professional Quidditch players, like the Toyohashi Tengu.
Not a fan, I take it?
Now,
Nice,
let's
Alex, love
see
that.
how well everyone kept up with their practice over the summer holidays. For those who need a refresher, step up to your broom, say up firmly and clearly, then kick your leg over and rest your weight on the seat. Up! Thank you. Now, your turn.
Up.
Up.
Up, you stupid ratty school broom.
Up. I'm that boy.
One leg over, so there's a leg on each side. None of that side saddle nonsense. A gust of wind will throw you right off. And if you hear my whistle while you're in flight, ground yourself at once. Good. Now, for your first lesson, fly through each ring in the courtyard. Do take care. The brooms are school property. I want them returned in one piece.
I think I'm getting the hang of this.
Well done. Now that you're acclimatized to your broom, let's see how well you manage with a more advanced exercise, shall we?
Let's go.
This next set of rings will take you around the grounds for more of a challenge.
What a view!
Hello! Nice day for a flight!
What on, Jane?
Good. I've got this.
Ah, the old boathouse. Wish you could have experienced crossing the lake as a first year. Whoa! Our aquatic resident likes to make an appearance once in a while.
What the fuck?
Haha! Brilliant!
Oh, well done! Have a moment? I say, I watched you fly through those rings. You seem to handle yourself on that dusty school broom well enough. I'd imagine you're ready for something a bit more challenging. But I'm getting ahead of myself. We haven't properly met. I'm Everett Clopton. Am I right in suspecting that a Slytherin like you might be interested in making an escape from class?
Oh shit, where's my camera gone? What the fuck?
Can't say no to that. What did you have in mind?
A bit of a detour, so to speak. Follow me.
Where did my camera go?
The tour is about to begin. Follow closely now. Right now, we're flying over the Transfiguration Courtyard. Lovely as ever. Let's hope the headmaster isn't having tea by the window today. Nice to get above it all, isn't it? Ahead of the gardens, the Hufflepuff common room windows just peek out. Bit claustrophobic for my taste.
How is Everett flying so quickly?
Here's something handy to know. Lean forward for a burst of speed. Helpful if you need to escape a tricky situation.
Ha! Now that's more like it.
You sure you're not part hippogriff? There's the famous bridge. Think of all the magic holding it up. I mean, look at it. And the owlery. That's a bit of solid architecture, isn't it?
Flying tips and a jaunt around Hogwarts. This is quite the tour, Everett.
That's Kagawa's whistle. This concludes our tour. Best hurry back. Looks like she's already dismissed class. Better hurry and hand in our brooms. Dismount here.
When can I get my own one?
And where have you two been?
Oh, hello, Professor. We were trying to get a bit of extra practice in.
Hefty points will be taken from each of you for not following my instructions.
I don't give a fuck.
Mr. Clopton, I'm disappointed in you. You're in this class because you're still not showing yourself, or frankly, your broom the proper respect.
But, Professor...
Enough. Class is finished for the day. As for you, you do well to use better judgment in the future. Chin up. That was some rather good flying.
I don't give a fuck. Fuck you. Fuck that.
Sorry about that business with Kagawa, but you have to admit, those views were worth it.
It was worth losing a few house points for that detour.
You seem at home on a broom. Bet if you had a fancy model, you could fly laps around Imelda. She's Kagawa's favorite. I could show her a thing or two if I had my own broom. Hate having to return the school broom after class.
Perhaps I have to purchase a broom then?
If you can, you should. Wish I could.
Yeah, I've been robbed.
I recommend visiting Albie Weeks at Spintwitches in Hogsmeade. He's always looking to test new models. I'll keep an eye out for you in the sky.
There you are. The Crosswands duelist to beat.
Oh! How did you fare? If you're keen for some illicit spell practice, meet me outside the Defense Against the Dark Arts classroom. I know it is...
Doing it. This seems like a more fun mission to do. The other one, she's just gonna talk and then make me go somewhere to find something.
What are you up to now?
Floor corridor as soon as you can. I have an idea for somewhere you can focus on your studies, away from prying eyes and distractions.
Over here.
Yeah, mates, I was sat on the floor.
Sebastian, it's been a while.
It has. Glad you received my owl. I have something to show you.
First, let me thank you for what you did in the library.
Of course. Scribner tried to give me detention, but I have ways out of these things.
Well, you took the fall for me, and that counts for something.
Did you find what you were looking for?
I did, but something was missing. I'm not sure here is the best place to discuss it.
Understood. We can talk more in a moment, in the Undercroft. Not even the professors know about this place. This way. There's a secret passage just here.
How did you find this place?
My friend, Ominous Gaunt. He named it.
Revelio.
We used to play gobstones here all the time. With my sister, Anne. She loved that infernal game. What I wouldn't give to lose to her again. I should tell you, I swore to Ominous I would safeguard this place. So please, keep this between us. He never confides in anyone. But he's trusted me since the day we met. I wouldn't want to jeopardize that. We used to sneak in here almost daily. We've never been caught.
Revelio. I know Ominous. Met him in our common room. I've noticed he uses his wand to navigate the castle.
He does. No idea how, though. Ominous was born blind, and no spell could reverse it. His wand seems almost sentient. Not surprising, I suppose. Ollivander always says, the wand chooses the wizard.
Is that how he found this place?
No, someone in his family knew about it. The Gaunts are full of secrets. I've never heard anyone else speak of it, and I've certainly never seen anyone else here. Again, mention this to no one, especially Ominous. He has no love lost for his family or their secrets, but this place is special to him.
Of course. Ominous spoke to me about his family when we first met. To say that he has no love lost for them is an understatement.
Glad you understand. Anyway, the Undercroft has been a perfect
I
place
feel as though
to
that
stay
was like
locked
slightly
in,
rewarding for asking
away
more
from
questions.
prying eyes, and even practice otherwise forbidden spells.
Really? Like what?
Like the blasting curse. Professors say it's not an appropriate spell to teach students.
A proper magical education ought to include all magic.
My thoughts exactly. A spell like Confringo is only truly dangerous in untrained hands. Such spells should be properly taught, not banned. To be fair, I'm admittedly partial to more fiery forms of magic. But you should learn it. I can teach it to you safely here.
I'm gonna kill him.
It may take a while to get the feel for it. Mimic my wand movement. The incantation is Confringo.
Very well.
Fuck that up, but I've still got it, so move.
You're getting it. Ready to actually try it out? Stick to the targets, though. Best to keep the Undercroft intact. Have a go at those candelabras.
Confringo!
Nice work. How does it feel?
It's tad hot.
That's it!
I think I've got it.
Well done.
Levioso! Confringo! I have to say, I enjoyed that.
The first time Ominous and I practiced Confringo, we singed our eyebrows.
I would have paid to see that.
I swore we'd never live it down. To this day, there's something about that spell that's addictive.
This is exactly the type of magic I've been hoping to learn.
There's more where that came from. Been practicing similar spells here for ages. Although, I didn't tell Anne and Ominous about every one. Haven't been here in some time. It's not the same without Anne.
I'm sorry about your sister. If there's anything I can do...
Perhaps when I next head to Feldcroft, you could come along. Meet Anne. She could use some cheering up.
Just let me know when and I'll meet you.
Oh, she misses Hogwarts. She's been stuck at home with our guardian, Uncle Solomon. Unfortunately, you'll have to meet him too. Well, meeting a new student will be precisely what she needs.
I shall look forward to it.
Cheers. By the way, what was it you couldn't discuss out in the hall earlier?
I'm not sure where to start.
You said something was missing from what you found in the library. Might it have something to do with Victor Rookwood? He didn't mistake you for someone else at all in Hogsmeade, did he?
Nothing gets past you. I'll tell you what I can. Rookwood and Ranrock are trying to recover something they think I took from a vault in Gringotts.
Gringotts? When were you there?
Professor Fig and I wound up there after the dragon attack. There was this port key that...
A port key? To Gringotts?
Well, it's all a bit convoluted.
I'm listening.
The book I found in the restricted section was missing some pages. That's about it.
Pity. Didn't think you'd disappoint me with so vague an answer. I suppose with both Rookwood and Ranrock after you, a bit more time practicing the blasting curse is in order. Spend as much time here as you'd like. And remember, keep this place between us. When I head to Feldcroft,
Confringo!
Hello, Sebastian. Wait. You there? I can hear you.
Oh, hello, Ominous. I was just heading to our common room.
I've recognized that voice. You're the new 5th year. Did you just come from the Undercroft? How did you get in there?
That room's called the Undercroft. Ah, well, I was exploring and then suddenly found myself in a strange passageway.
Don't lie to me. No one stumbles upon that room. Sebastian told you, didn't he? You breathe a word about this place to anyone. Not even your precious Professor Fig will be able to help you. My father is friends with the headmaster. I am not afraid to exploit that connection if I need to.
You needn't threaten me. I'm not going to say anything about your Undercroft. And Sebastian is a good friend. You shouldn't immediately assume the worst of him.
I don't need you to tell me about my oldest friend. Thank you very much.
Can't tell you what he looks like.
Ominous, I just meant...
I know what you meant. Sebastian gets himself in enough trouble. He doesn't need your help. Sebastian is going to get an earful about this.
Confringo!
Some kind soul help me.
Are you alright?
Don't you know who I am? Zenobia Noak, the girl whom everyone at school hates for no reason.
I'm sorry the other students weren't more friendly.
That's kind of you. I suppose there are a few decent souls here. I wanted to make some new friends, and so I brought my collection down to the common room. My gobstone collection, that is. I was hoping someone would want to play. Are you familiar with gobstones?
Didn't mean to skip that.
Gobstones? Sounds like a fun challenge.
That's what I tried to tell everyone. People can be so cruel. Just because they're sprayed all over with smelly gobstone spit, it's their own fault for losing. Imelda is one of the worst losers. Everett and Astoria are terrible as well. And now those poor losers have taken my gobstones and hidden them in very high places all over the school.
Rather an overreaction on their part.
I'll say. Anyway, I can't work out how to get them back on my own. I don't think I know the necessary spells yet. I need someone, perhaps a selfless and talented 5th year to help me.
Me, that.
Do you have any suggestions on how to get your gobstones down from their hiding spots?
If I knew that, I'd get them myself. Whoever hid my gobstones
Don't
that
be a prick,
high
kid.
got up there somehow.
I'll see what I can do.
I'd appreciate the help. If you do find all of my gobstones, I'll be back to playing Snake Pit and Jackstone by myself in no time.
Hello, Zenobia. What did you need help with?
I need someone to collect my
never
gobstones
mind.
that have been...
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones. There's the fountain. I'm getting closer.
Daedalian keys are back. Aren't they brilliant?
Is everything all right?
Yes, I'm sorry. I'm Nellie, by the way. I'm just so excited that the Daedalian keys are back.
The what keys?
The Daedalian keys. Surely you've seen them flying about. Rumour is that a former headmistress, Professor Mole, conjured them to protect the contents of certain locked cabinets years ago. Professor Black couldn't be bothered to disenchant the keys, and they appear every few years. You should try to catch one.
Why would I do that?
Each key will lead you to a locked cabinet somewhere in the castle. If you can manage to get the key into the cabinet lock, not an easy task, you may find a reward.
Why would Professor Mole conjure flying keys?
What I heard is that it had something to do with keeping Peeves out of things. But that may or may not be true. He's a poltergeist. I thought they could go almost anywhere.
Surely you will be trying to complete the challenge as well.
I've tried, and I can't even get past the first cabinets. Perhaps you'll have better luck. I'd love to know what's in the cabinets.
Perhaps I'll give it a go.
I hope you do. In fact, I think I heard one of the keys in the astronomy tower. You should listen for them. I hope you follow a few keys at least. If you manage to open a cabinet, I'd love to know what you find.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
Instantly give it up on whatever the gobstone thing was. Hate like the open world missions where they could just take forever.
Expelliarmus! Professor Weasley?
Plus it was the other mission. Mad.
Somewhere away from prying eyes.
Forgive me, the headmaster stopped me and I... Merlin's beard! I see you've wasted no time. Well done. Shall we?
After you, Professor. What is this place?
This is the Room of Requirement. It only appears when one is in real need of it. Ordinarily, a student might stumble upon this room entirely by accident. If ever. I'd only planned to suggest to you how to find it by walking past that bit of wall, focusing on what you need. But you've managed to reveal the room on your own. While I'm here, we should take advantage of the moment. Now, where is Deke? He must have sneaked past and gone ahead.
Deke, Professor?
The house elf I was speaking to in my classroom your first day. Thought he might help you use the room once you found it. There's no chance I'm clambering over this mess. This presents the perfect opportunity to teach you Evanesco, the vanishing spell. You can cast Evanesco to vanish certain objects, such as these chairs and other things here in the room. I suggest you practice the wand movements first, then you can clear the chairs away. Splendid. Now, Stefanesco on those chairs. Excellent work. You'll note that you are now in possession of Moonstone. We shall discuss its uses later. Let's move on.
Revelio.
Where in Merlin's name is that elf? Is that... Goodness. My old school bag. I wondered where that had got to. Can't believe it's still here. I'll just take a quick look at this. Give you an opportunity to explore on your own until we locate Deke.
Yes, Professor. Revelio.
Can't you keep it down? Some of us are trying to...
Levioso. Accio.
Hope this isn't as precarious as it looks.
An intruder! Stop them! No, not... that's not helpful, you worthless pile of tin!
Revelio. Accio. Revelio.
How does anyone other than a house elf manage to get around in here?
Accio.
What was that? Was that a golden stitch?
Perhaps you should summon your wits and find out.
Revelio.
I hope that house elf can find us in here.
Accio. Accio. Revelio. Accio. Confringo. Levioso. Accio. Levioso. Levioso. Accio. Confringo. Accio. Levioso. Confringo.
Accio. Levioso. Accio. Accio.
How do I get into here?
Levioso. Accio. Confringo.
This is long.
Accio. Levioso. Accio.
I can no longer be bothered.
Guys, careful. Huh? Oh, there you are. Wait right there. Deke will come to you. Hello.
Ah, Deke, we've been looking for you.
Apologies, Professor Weasley. Deke was looking through some of what's appeared in the room since Deke was last here. Is this the student?
Indeed it is.
Deke is honored to meet you.
Deke has been a friend since I was a second year. We discovered this room together. I mentioned you to Deke. We believe that you might be able to benefit from this room like I did. Deke, would you be so kind?
Of course, Professor Weasley. The Room of Requirement will always be equipped for the Seeker's needs. It's unplottable, so won't appear on any map. Most happen upon it by accident, if ever. Deke's seen students in need of an extra file for potions stumble upon the room filled with them. You seem to have accessed it in its form as the Room of Hidden Things.
I was thinking about needing a place away from prying eyes. Brilliant.
Oh, that explains it then.
What I need specifically is a place where I can catch up on my schoolwork without distraction.
Well then, the room can provide you with precisely that. Now, it's time to focus on what you need. Just close your eyes. Imagine the room precisely as you need it. The room will do the rest.
You've given yourself quite a canvas to work with. I look forward to seeing what you do with the space. Ah, and it seems the room has provided you with a desk of description. Excellent. It can identify unfamiliar items of clothing. One should always understand the effects of anything in which one is clothed. You'll find plenty of items of clothing that need to be identified. The desk will be an invaluable resource.
I imagine the desk of description will come in handy.
It will. I hope you'll take advantage of it. Now, I'll give you a brief lesson in conjuring. The room might not provide everything you need on its own.
Conjuring?
Yes, the magic of creating or conjuring objects. I'll teach you.
I hate doing these.
Very good. When conjuring more complex objects, you'll need what's called a spellcraft. Spellcrafts are like recipes. They list the ingredients or resources needed to conjure a particular object. You should have acquired some for a potion station and potting table from tomes and scrolls in Hogsmeade.
I did. Where can I find the resources I need?
While resources such as moonstone can be obtained throughout the Highlands, it's much safer and easier to purchase them. They can also be collected by vanishing objects in the room, such as the chairs you vanished earlier. In fact, you should have enough resources for now.
I see. Can I regain resources by vanishing something I've already conjured?
You can indeed. Quite perceptive. Why don't you give it a try? Go ahead and conjure the potion station and potting table. You should find both familiar, since they'll resemble the ones you've already used to study magical plants and brew potions in class. Well done. You can use these whenever you need to brew potions or grow plants. Presuming, of course, you've collected any seeds or potion ingredients you need in Hogsmeade or outside the castle grounds.
Nice rug. I need to conjure that
Deek
nice
will
rug.
be here to answer any questions you may have. Do not underestimate his insights.
Can you tell me a bit more about Deek?
He's been at Hogwarts longer than I have, and seems to know its every nook, cranny, and secret. We discovered this room together when I was a student. Deek has had a good deal of experience, both here at Hogwarts and at a previous post. I shall let Deek tell you more when he's ready, but again, you would be wise to listen to any suggestions he may have.
Can I use this type of transfiguration magic outside of the room?
Conjuring and vanishing are strictly forbidden elsewhere in the castle. We've charms in place to enforce that. It would be exhausting to reverse the errors in both judgment and magic. But the Room of Requirement has its own rules.
I will be sure to speak with Deke if I need anything. Thank you.
Good luck. I shall linger a bit longer in case you'd like to learn another transfiguration spell for use in the room.
Basically playing the fucking Sims.
Deke thinks you should be proud of all the potions you've brewed.
I've more to teach you about transfiguration, if you have a moment.
I would like to teach you Wingardium Leviosa. It can be used to levitate objects for a short time. Once you've completed a few prerequisite tasks, do see me after class.
Yeah, no, okay.
I've more to teach you about transfiguration.
I'm ready for the next lesson, Professor.
Very well. First, you'll need to gather some moonstone. You can acquire it by vanishing items here in the Room of Requirement, or you can gather it carefully outside of the Hogwarts grounds. Return to me once you've gathered enough, and we shall begin the lesson.
I have the moonstone you requested, Professor.
Good. Then we may begin your lesson. You can conjure more than potions and herbology tables. Conjuration can be used to decorate this space to your liking. Why don't you try it on the walls and floor?
Fuck, just already done that.
It warms my heart to see your interest in herbology, dare I say, blossom. Good work. Shall we move on?
I've conjured everything I can. What's next, Professor?
I think you're ready to take on alteration. The altering spell will allow you to customize any conjured item. You can change the colors, patterns, and styles of your furniture to suit your taste. Let's get started, shall we? Watch closely as I demonstrate how to perform the altering spell.
Okay. I haven't failed one yet, but every time I was taking edges.
Aim your and perform the altering spell to customize it.
Accio!
That's not what I meant.
He hasn't seen this many plants here before. Deke cannot believe how many beasts you have here.
Accio!
I swear I've changed the colour and stuff though.
Nicely done.
Right, okay, that was the most boring mission
ready
ever.
For something a little more advanced.
Bruh.
You can use the altering spell directly on the room's architecture.
I've done
Try
that.
these new designs on the floor or balcony. Your space might benefit from a bit of ambiance, don't you think? Deke, would you mind?
Of course, Professor Weasley. Professor Weasley showed Deke this bit of magic some years ago. Deke thinks you'll enjoy it. Come and talk to Deke when you're ready. Deke thinks you should be proud of all the
Professor Weasley
This is the worst
said I should
mission.
ask you about changing the room's ambience.
Of course.
I imagine like Sims players
What
absolutely
sort
love this
of
though.
overall look most appeals to you?
I'd like the room to feel mysterious and eerie, as if I'm in the Forbidden Forest, surrounded by shadows.
Oh, sounds perfect.
Why is that so low?
Quite a difference. Of course, you needn't keep this style if you don't like it. You can always ask Deke to change it back. Now you have learnt a good bit about alteration.
Thank you, Professor. The room is full of possibilities.
Indeed. No matter how much time I spend here, the room always manages to surprise me.
I think I want to end after this mission.
an even bigger space.
How did that happen?
The room equips itself to your needs. It must have sensed that you needed more space to practice spellcasting. If you'd like to customize the space further, you can use these spellcrafts. You'll find more of them both inside and outside the school.
Thank you, Professor. I shall keep an eye out.
Good. I'll leave you to it. This is your space now. Use it wisely.
Yeah, I think that's where I'm gonna end up. I like Dixie, but no, but I actually enjoyed that. That was like, it felt like we got into the proper game a bit more, and like we sort of developing the storyline a little bit more. I'm just gonna have a meeting with you real quick. Okay, yeah. Not new. No. Alright, so as I say, same again. I'm gonna do the Twitch streamer save thing where you put on the end of the screen and play music in the background whilst the music be mic, but I'll still be sat here. Right, goodbye.